go then.
Are you ready for me to go live?
Yep. See when. Hello and welcome to our presentation. We're here today to give you some hints and tips about recycling over the Christmas period. I'm Darren and I'm the Recycling Officer for East Cambs District Council. I hope the information I have for you today is helpful. If there's something you're not sure of or you want to ask a question, please feel free to look on our Facebook page, on the council website, or email customerservices@eastcambs.gov.uk. As you may be aware, for our normal blue bin service, you can put in all your normal recyclables in there, including tins and cans, foil, aerosol cans, bottles and jars, pots, tubs and trays, plastic bottles, paper, cardboard magazines, and cartons, also known as Tetra Pak. Over Christmas, there are quite a few items that can be recycled. It's not always straightforward to tell what they are, and we do get quite a few questions, which is why I put this together for you. First thing we get asked about is wrapping paper, if it can be recycled or not. Now, if you aren't sure if you can recycle your wrapping paper, there's two simple ways to tell. Firstly, scrunch it. So the piece I have here. If you scrunch it together and it stays together, it's recyclable. If it comes apart, then it generally isn't. Another way to tell is to tear it. Some wrapping paper has a very thin plastic film on, and if you tear it, you can see there's a foil backing within the wrapping paper. And unfortunately, this can't be recycled and sort of needs to go in the black bag. Normal paper that tears easily can go straight into your blue bin. The same very much goes for Christmas cards. Again, we ask you to do the tear test. This is a fairly simple one. Most cards are just paper that can be recycled. The other thing we ask is be careful of the amount of glitter that there is on them. As long as there's a little bit, that's not too bad. Anything too excessive will end up with it not being recycled. The other thing with Christmas cards you can do is, rather than just putting them in your bin, if you're so inclined, you can cut them out and use them as tags for your Christmas presents for next year. Sweet containers. So these are obviously cardboard boxes for chocolates, the plastic and metal ones for various different companies. They can all be recycled. All we ask is that you remove any wrappers from inside first. This one can't be recycled. It's plastic, you can tell. It doesn't really tear very well. Metallic foil ones you can recycle. And again, with these, if they're individual, they will not get recycled because they will fall through the machinery. What we'd ask is if you ball them up, get them all together as much as you can, if possible to the size of a tennis ball before you put it in your blue bin. That way it's more likely to go through the system and to be recycled. Christmas crackers can sometimes be recycled. Again, these are very much the same as the cards and everything else. Once you pop them, we ask you to take off any extra bits and pieces. So plastic ties, sellotape and stuff. And again, if necessary, do the tear test. You'll see that some will just tear easily and they can be recycled in your blue bin. Also, if you are tired of all the mess that comes with crackers from shops, there are now many companies that do sell recyclable Christmas crackers, or ones that you can use year after year. You can fill them with your own toys and particularly bad jokes and use them every time. So the green bin is for food waste, both cooked and uncooked, garden waste, vegetarian pet bedding from animals such as rabbits, hamsters, and so on, dirty cardboard from things like pizza boxes, used kitchen paper and towel, and shredded paper. However, over Christmas, we do find there is quite a bit more food that doesn't get eaten straight away. Now, it's estimated that there's over 250,000 tonnes of food that could have been eaten by households that gets thrown away over Christmas every year. So where possible, you can use your leftovers to make snacks and other meals, and you can find some ideas that we've had for ways to recycle your food or reuse your food at recap.co.uk, the 12 leftover days of Christmas. You can also go to outofdate.org.uk, where they have lots of great ideas about how to reduce your food waste and to make more of the food you have. So you can put your old inedible food and leftovers, including bones, peel, fruit, bones, anything you like, into your green bin. Wrap it in newspaper wherever you can, or if you get presents from online delivery companies that usually come in brown paper, you can wrap your food waste in this as well. Please don't use plastic bags, cornstarch bags, or bio bags, as these can't be composted because the process we use is very fast. Normally it goes from the bin to compost in approximately 6 to 8 weeks. And unfortunately, those bags don't break down in that time scale. And so you end up with a plastic residue in the compost. And unfortunately, this does mean that quite a lot tends to be screened out, which means we lose usable compost and it costs more money. Also, at this time of year, if the weather does turn cold, there is a chance of green waste freezing in the bottom of your green bin. And we ask to avoid this, put some cardboard in the bottom first, and where possible, do wrap your food waste in paper, as this will help stop this from happening. If you have a real Christmas tree, you can recycle this in January. We ask you to leave it out beside your green bin on your next collection day and not before. If the tree is taller than your green bin, please cut it in half, and please make sure that any tinsel or decorations have been removed from the tree. If you are lucky enough to get everything you want this Christmas, and you have old toys, electrical items and clothes, furniture and so on that you can't use or you don't need, rather than taking it to landfill, please consider donating it to charity first. You can also sell things online, or you can take it to the Household Recycling Centre at Wychford, although please do check the website in advance, because obviously with COVID, there have been some restrictions. We wouldn't want you to turn up for no reason. Also, East Cambs will collect bulky waste on your behalf. There is a charge, and you can find more details on the East Cambs website. If you do get electrical items this year that use batteries, or if you buy them for someone, where possible, please use recyclable batteries. These generally tend to be more environmentally and economically helpful. If you do have old batteries that you can't use, please do take them to your local supermarket, where they have special bins and banks that you can recycle them in. Please don't put batteries in your blue bin or black sack. They are very likely to cause fires. They won't get recycled. There is a website called takeback.org. Sorry, excuse me, I've just had something go wrong. There we go. Go to takecharge.org.uk, and there's further details there about how you can recycle your batteries responsibly. We've had some questions that we've had put to us already that I thought I'd go through very quickly while we're on the system here. The first question was, can I compost homemade wreaths? The answer is yes, as long as they're all natural. So wood bases, and don't use any metal or plastic ties. If you do have metal or plastic ties on your wreath, please do take them off before you put them in your green bin. We were asked, what can I do with broken Christmas trees or Christmas tree lights? You can take them to Wychford Recycling Centre. They can then recycle them there. Also, you can book a bulky waste for the tree. We were also asked, can I recycle advent calendars? Yes, I have nicked one of my kids' advent calendars to show you. Once they've eaten all the chocolates, which I have removed from this, you can tear it open, remove the plastic insert, and both bits can go straight into your blue bin, as long as they're separate. And as mentioned earlier, brown paper from deliveries from online delivery companies can be used to wrap up your food waste. You can recycle it in your blue bin if you don't want to use it for food waste. So either way, you can recycle it. That's about it for my presentation, but before I go, I'd like to give a special thanks to all our crews who've done an absolutely fantastic service this year despite COVID causing a number of problems. And as mentioned earlier, if you have any questions at all, please do contact us either by email, by phone, or on Facebook. And I'd like to take the chance to finish this and wish you all a very wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year from myself and all of my colleagues at East Cambs District Council. Thank you.